Yeah, man. Sorry, but not sorry. Boxing Talk with CamJNetwork, man. And we back, man. We back, man. I missed being on the show, man. I just started this new job this week, man. So I've been busy with this new job this week a little bit. We definitely got the Buckeye Steppers show Wednesday, but we talking boxing tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm gonna end up doing a predictions live tomorrow too, as well, man. For real, for the two fight cards tomorrow night. Um, with Pro Box TV, Erickson Lubin, and as well top rank Emmanuel Navarrete. You know what I'm saying? No, I'll probably do a preview live, well, a predictions live for them tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll fuck around, get my boy Doobie on with me tomorrow and turn it up, man. But you already know, I know what it is tonight, man. Boxing Track Stars. Yeah, I see the title. It's time to cook up, man. You already know the vibes. Yeah, this new Facebook update is crazy. Let me see something real quick. Let me do something, share my guys real quick. Do something. Y'all pop in here. Hit the Lizzie button. Hit that like button. Whoa. Ah, shit. Okay. All right, let me see something. Real quick, and we can get started. Nah. All right. Yo. All right. We can get this thing started now, B. All right, man. So let's get it cracking, man. All right. Starting off, man. First topic, man. Let's get it popping, man. Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero, man. I see some crazy. Uh, yeah, a couple weirdos. See, see a couple weirdos out here, man. So let's get it cracking, man. All right. Rolly Romero, man, he been doing several interviews recently, man. After beating Ryan Garcia this past Friday night, man, and it's been nasty work, man. He been cooking everybody, bro. He been cooking Ryan. Well, he been actually cool with Ryan, cool and respectful to Ryan per se. I would say, he been cooking um Devin. Tiafimo, Cooking, all of those guys around, that 140, 147 realm, you know what I'm saying, as far as those names and stuff. Yeah, I mean, and I like the interview he did on Danger Project that he had. And the interview he had on Fight Hype as well. Like those two interviews definitely was some powerful interviews. And one thing that caught my eye, um, well, two things. Him mentioning Turkey, all the stuff that they was doing with, with him before the fight and everything. Talk about his gloves was messed up. Say they didn't give him no per diem. You know what I mean? Like a whole bunch of shit. But the main thing that caught my eye about what Rolly Romero said this week in his Fight Hype interview that he did was him mentioning that a lot of these fighters right now, they're getting overpaid. They're they're fighting on a fight to fight check basis. And basically was saying that a lot of them guys ain't in their right weight classes. You know what I mean? He's saying that a lot of these guys ain't even fighting in they right weight classes. You know what I mean? But the main significant thing that caught my eye about what Rolly Romero was saying, that these guys is fighting fight to fight. They're getting overpaid by Turkey. Like saying Turkey is overpaying these guys, and he truly is. Turkey definitely truly is. I mean, shit. I mean, look at the payouts that this man just paid. They just announced the payouts that they gave these guys. You know what I'm saying? For this past weekend, actually. I mean, and I'm gonna mention them. So I'm gonna just say that Ryan Garcia got paid apparently $20 million for his fight with Rolly Romero last week. Devin Haney reportedly got $5 million. And on this one, it's saying 10. Teofimo Lopez, 10 million. I don't believe these payouts. I'm gonna be real. Rolly Romero, 5 million. William Skull, 5 million. Jose Ramirez, 3 million. Arnold Barbosa Jr., 3 million. Nawa Anyway, 2 million. Ramon Cardenas, 250,000. These numbers, honestly, bro, I ain't jacking these numbers. The only number that I feel like in far as last weekend fighters that got paid right was Canelo and Ryan. I think Devin and T.O. got lower than that. T.O., I seen somebody say he only made 900,000. I seen Devin made 5. I mean, I don't know why these people put these type of numbers out, man. This is nasty work. But just the overall basis, these guys are getting overpaid. I already know, sis. Do your thing. You already go. You good, you good. Yeah. These daggone guys are getting overpaid, man. They super getting overpaid, bro. And Rolly is exposing a lot of that shit right now. He's exposing a lot of that shit right now, man. And these interviews that and he's speaking as true facts. He's speaking a true fact, man, about these fighters. These fighters is they getting overpaid. They fighting check to check. No, they just fighting just to get by. They fighting just to get by. You know what I mean? That's all they doing. And we seen that shit with their performances last weekend. Like we seen Devin Haney run around the ring against Jose Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? One of the lowest output fights in boxing history last night between Devin Haney and Jose Ramirez last week. Like we seen the fight with, Teofimo Lopez and Kwee was good. We seen the fight with Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barbosa. You know what I'm saying? Be a lackluster fight. You know what I'm saying? We seen daggone Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero be a lackluster fight. All due to the fact that Ryan Garcia, after he got knocked down in the second round, he ain't want no smoke for real. You know what I'm saying? He was gun shy after that. I mean, like, and these guys literally are like they're literally basically just fighting for a paycheck at this time. They fighting for a fucking paycheck at this time, man. Like they didn't give a fuck about Turkey spending the bread last week, and this is basically what Rolly Romero saying, that these guys didn't give a fuck about their performances, pretty much, to where like they just fought for their check and went the fuck home. And that's basically what the fuck happened. We seen that happen last week. Like, man, like it's just pathetic. Like, you know what I'm saying? It goes into, what's his name? Daggone Oscar De La Hoya said. He said he felt sorry for Turkey. Said he felt sorry for Turkey. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't feel sorry for the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. But I'm just saying, like, no effort. These guys just in there just trying to get by, man. And that's not the way of boxing, bro. That is not the way of boxing right now. Like last week literally was the worst weekend of boxing that I've covered in a while. And probably ever, for real, to be honest. Like it was real live nasty work for real. Like real live nasty work. Like still trying to understand it, man. But definitely, man, facts. Facts, quick. This is the point of the reason why I lost. Exactly. Like that, you lose interest with fights like this. Like you lose mad interest with these type of fights, and it takes me into what Tim Bradley said about last week. No, he said the fight. Tim Bradley said the fights was horrible, and that Turkey is spoiling these fighters. That hit home right there. Turkey's definitely spoiling these fighters for sure. Definitely. Like Tim Bradley, that was the first time I heard Tim Bradley actually speak some real live shit for once. For real. Like some real live shit. Like, and he didn't really want to go in too much on Turkey, but he definitely like he kept it, you know what I'm saying? He kept it at, at a cordial level. You know what I'm saying? Like Turkey's overpaying these fighters and nobody the fans, a lot of y'all fans, the fans don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck for real. Whether Turkey is overpaying these fighters, the people that love Turkey, they don't give a fuck. Cause I don't give a fuck either. It ain't my money. So I damn sure don't give a fuck. Look, I don't know who that be like. I had to look at that comment. Comment look a little suspect right there. B to B. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, Tim Bradley saying that these guys is getting overpaid and that they're getting spoiled by Turkey. And this is what happens, Turkey, when you literally you just paying these fighters, you overpaying them, and they looking like shit. Like your money is going to waste. Like it's going to waste right now. And it's losing money in boxing is not beneficial for the sport. It's not beneficial. Like it's not beneficial at all. Like shit, they robbed Turkey last week, Quee. They robbed Turkey. They robbed them with no mask last week. No mask last week. Like it was nasty work. Like for real. Like and like no Turkey is robbing the folks. I mean, just look at the setting that he did. He had ring card boys. He didn't have no ring card women. Like no ring card girls. Like I thought I was bugging last Friday when I was watching the fight and I seen that these motherfuckers had ring card boys out there. I'm like, what the hell? Like, where's the ring card girls? Like, and of course, shit was blocked off at Times Square. A lot of the people outside looking in couldn't even see on the inside. And then you got Turkey talking about all these, a billion, hundreds plus, 116,000 plus billion impressions and shit. Like that boy capping. Like no one give a fuck about that shit. Nobody didn't watch the fight. And I heard those numbers. Numbers ain't came out. And I got a question too. I got a question about these pay-per-view numbers for us as pertaining to this fight and pertaining though. Okay. Conor Ben and Chris Eubank Jr., they pay-per-view buys came out 4 or 5 days later after they fight. Where is the pay-per-view buys for this card? It's been a week now. This is the reason why I don't be giving a fuck about Ring Magazine and Turkey putting out these pay-per-view numbers for real, because it ain't no consistency with this shit. You can't sit there and put out Conor Ben and Chris Eubank Jr.'s pay-per-view buys. You put out they shit, and then a week later, you ain't put out the pay-per-view buys for this card. I heard the pay-per-view buys is bad too. I heard that ain't good this past weekend. And it's nasty work too. I heard that amongst Canelo and the Times Square card, they did 250,000 globally. That's what I'm hearing right now. It's a rumor, not for sure, but that's what I'm hearing. And if that's the case, that's some real nasty work for real. Like Canelo can't do no numbers in Saudi Arabia, which is I expected this shit. I said this shit all week last week. I said this is a flop incoming. He about to flop. Both nights, Friday and Saturday. Now, anyway, that was more of a top ranked card, even though we know Turkey sponsored that too a little bit as well, a little bit. You know what I mean? Because now anyway, he has a little situation with Turkey right now. You know what I mean? So anyway, he did his damn thing last week. Did his damn thing. Him and Rafael Espinosa. And I hope that'll be a fight to be made down the line, top rank. You know what I mean? If not, anyway, ends up moving up to 126. But that's a whole nother story. We'll get into that later. But I'm just saying in general, though, like the pay-per-view numbers didn't come out for these last two cards from Turkey, but they came out quick as hell for Eubank Jr. and damn Conor Ben. Where them numbers at? I need to see Ring Magazine keep that same energy, man, and be consistent, man. If they're gonna be trying to put out these numbers, this is the reason why I don't be trusting the source of Ring Magazine 100%, man, because it's owned by Turkey, and Turkey just fuel out what he wants to be out there. You know what I mean? And for real, like you seen, they was covering Tank and Roach heavy than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Crazy, like for real. But that'll take me into the next topic, man, for sure, man. All right, so we got. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago about Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios, where I said I didn't like this fight. They've been talking about this fight happening over the last 2, 3. No, I won't even say two. Over the last 3, 4 months, we done seen the negotiations between Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. And now the fight is official. They officially locked July 19th. They end up taking the date that Tank and Roach originally had. So that's why I think the Tank Roach rematch is going to be in August now. It's most likely going to be in August for sure, I believe. August or September. September at the latest. You know what I mean? But now you got Manny Pacquiao, like I said, he fighting Mario Barrios for Mario Barrios WBC 147-pound title, July 19th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. And it's rumors right now, man. Possibly we may get Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu as the co-main event for that card. So Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu rematch, possibly the co-main event for Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios, July 19th. And as well, another fight that they may add on their card that originally was supposed to be on Tank Roach rematch, but I guess it's going to end up happening on this card now. From what I'm hearing that Gary Anton Russell will be fighting his mandatory Andy Hiroka on July 19th as well on that card. So we'll see Gary Anton Russell defend his WBC 100, or not WBC, my bad, his WBA 140-pound title. You know what I mean? So this Pacquiao Barrios card turning out pretty decent, pretty decent. This is my thing. I don't like the fight because I seen Manny Pacquiao fight in that exhibition against that Japanese dude, and he ain't look good. He looked gassed out there. He didn't look like he was in good condition. Like, bro, Manny should not be fighting, bro. Like, he should not be fighting. He should not. You ain't fought in 4 years. Hey, D1 was good. My brother was good. Yeah, man. Manny Pacquiao has no business being out here fighting a professional fight right now, man. Especially 4 years removed from being retired. Especially after we just seen you in this exhibition a few months ago where you look like shit. Like Manny Pacquiao looked like shit. He looked worse than Floyd did in his last fucking exhibition. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, it's just nasty fucking work. Manny Pacquiao has no business out there fighting fucking Mario Barrios. None. Mario Barrios, you know you wrong for even taking this fight. You taking it because there's other names, trying to put Manny Pacquiao on your resume, and the money too. You're gonna make some good money probably fighting, Manny Pacquiao for sure. I'm pretty fucking sure. You know what I mean? But I feel like this is a waste of fucking time for Mario Barrios. This is a waste of time. This is a waste of time for real. Mario Barrios can be doing something else. He can be fucking fighting fucking boots, trying to get, unified. 3 belts on the line. He could be doing something better. Shit. Fucking fight Rolly. Rolly just won. He just beat Ryan last week. I'd love to see Mario Barrios mix it up with Rolly. This Manny Pacquiao shit, Manny Pacquiao shouldn't even be fighting. I don't like this fight at all. I voiced it a couple weeks ago when I mentioned this fight and put it out that they was possibly locking this fight in. And I'm saying it again, and I'm probably going to be saying it the whole build up to this fight that I do not like this fucking fight. I do not like Manny Pacquiao coming out of retirement, 4 years removed from fighting professionally to fight Mario Barrios. Don't like this fight at all. But I like the card though, for us what they building with it, for us Tim Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora fighting a rematch on that card. I do like that for sure. And I mean, the crazy part, I thought they was going to end up. At first, I was thinking they was going to end up making that fight like they own fight. But once they said they was going to have Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios in July, possibly taking that July 19th date that PBC got for T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. I was already thinking, oh, they're going to put Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tszyu on that card because I was thinking they was possibly going to do it on Tank and Roach, but now they're pushing Tank and Roach back. So, and I think this fight is not going to be pay-per-view, I believe. I'm hearing that this Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios is going to be a free fight, I believe, on Amazon Prime Video. So, I stay in tune and make sure I let everybody know for what's going on for this fight. But I love the card looked like it's forming to be something, but the fight in general, for us Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios, I hate the fight. I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. Manny Pacquiao should not be fucking fighting. Mario Barrios can be doing something better. He could be unifying with Boots or trying to fight Brian Norman Jr. You know what I'm saying? It's other fights out there, Mario Barrios, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand why you're doing it, but I don't like it. And I gotta be honest with it, for sure. You know what I mean? And it takes me into my next topic, man. Teofimo Lopez been wilding lately, bro. He been wilding. Like I seen him the other day live with his pops the other day up here. He in there working out his pops. He talking shit about Bulls, talking shit about Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? Talking about all the fighters. Majority they was linking and talking about the black fighters for real, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you got T.O. in the background talking about where you at, you know what I'm saying? Saying where you at with the N word and shit. Like, bro, it's nasty word, bro, from T.O., man. T.O., bro. Like, and then even furthermore, you got report from Brunch Boxing literally about 3 hours ago from them. Brunch Boxing, they just came out and reported that, well, this is from Boxing Source actually. But Brunch Boxing, they put it out there on this tweet. They said the WBO will convene next week to address the racial controversies surrounding the WBO junior welterweight champion Teofimo Lopez, according to the WBO president Gustavo Oliveira. So the WBO, they about to have a meeting talking about Teofimo with his racial controversy this next week. Real interesting. What could you do in this standpoint? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it that no, just cause he's what is the WBL going to pretty much be like? Oh well, Teofimo, you ain't the champion that we want. You ain't holding down the WBO belt with integrity the way that we want. We don't do racial slurs the way that you doing it. Is they gonna do some shit like that where they take the belt away from? No, they're not gonna do that shit. They're getting money from Teofimo. They already taking this fucking 4%, so they really don't give a fuck for real. So this whole little situation as far as they meeting up next week is pointless, damn near. Because not do shit about it. They're not about to take Teofimo's belt away from him just because he out here saying nigga. Like, y'all not about to do that. So, like, what's the meeting for? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is the meeting for? Y'all gonna ban him from the WBO? Like, I'm trying to get an understanding of what the WBO is meeting about for us Teofimo with his racial slurs. I'm trying to understand it because I don't see the reason why y'all gonna do it because y'all not. I feel like y'all ain't gonna do shit for real. I don't see y'all not doing shit for real. You know what I mean, I think it's all fucking cat. And I, the crazy part, the whole family, from the Teofimo Lopez Senior to Junior to the sister. We seen the sister going at Devin Haney, and then she was getting into it with Bud Crawford and shit last week and everything. Like they all right, the whole Lopez family racist. They all racist. And that's fine. We just need somebody to go out there and tax that ass. We need somebody to beat the shit out of Teofimo, and so he can shut the fuck up. So he can shut up. Somebody need to shut him up. You know what I mean? And I hope he do fight Boots. Because if Teofimo do fight Boots, I love to see Teofimo get washed by Boots. I love to see that shit. I love it. You know what I mean? I love it. Because we know Teofimo Lopez can't fuck with Boots Sentence. We know that for a fact. We know that. And I hope they make that fight. Give him the ass whooping he want and deserve. For real. Teofimo, he need to get his ass whooped. We need belt to ass. Pure belt to ass. That's what we need to see on Teofimo Lopez. Belt to ass. And now you got Keyshawn Davis out here calling Tio out once again. Saying shit. Telling Turkey, hey, Turkey, hey, after I handle business against Edwin, set me and Tio up. He said, I'll go up to 140 and beat Tio ass. Crazy part. Hey, the boy Keyshawn got that WBO 135. Motherfucking Tio got that WBO at 140. He can move up for that title. He could definitely move up for that title. I'd love to see Teofimo Lopez fight Keyshawn Davis. That'd be a hell of a fight. That'd be a hell of a fight. And I think Keyshawn Davis, he'll test Tio. He'll test him. That's a 50-50 fight, in my opinion, between them two. Between Teofimo Lopez versus Keyshawn Davis. That's a true 50-50 fight to me. Even with Keyshawn moving up. Keyshawn's a big 135-pound fighter to me, in my opinion, though. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'd love to see that fight. Run that shit. Turkey, run that shit, man. Teofimo looks small. I mean, he'd be a small guy at 147. I think the 140 is the right weight for Teofimo, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because he looked small in there last week against Arnold Barbosa for real. You know what I mean? But that's either they're like, run this shit, man. Put the fight on. Turkey put the fight on. If Keyshawn, he handle business, and he want that smoke with Tio, and Tio ain't got shit going, make the fight. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it, man. And just kind of get me into this next topic that I got, bro. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to that one. I'm gonna hold on to that one for tomorrow. I'm gonna be live tomorrow too in the afternoon, so I'm gonna hold on to this topic for tomorrow. Let me just get to my main two topics, and we about to really cook up on this shit. So, all right, man. Let's talk about these weak ass, soft ass Haneys. Let's talk about the weak ass Haneys, man. And I'm ready for it. All right, man. We done seen that Haney's been wilding out ever since the fight last Friday, trying to control the narrative, and they can't control the narrative no more. They don't run the internet. Bill can't run to the internet and control the narrative. Them paid Devin Haney channels can't control the narrative no more. Especially after how fucking Devin Haney fought last week. This motherfucker that got mad. This man Jamal Charlo, he come out, he talking to Rolly at their press conference with him and Caleb Plant the other day, and Jamal Charlo tells Rolly, hey, go ahead and watch Devin Haney. These niggas, the Haneys, they start going crazy. Like, they start going crazy, smashing at this man, Jamal Charlo, talking about he a drunk, he old and washed up, he wasted his career on drugs and alcohol and shit, talking about Devin that made more money than him, talking about he more motherfucking he got more accolades than motherfucking Jamal Charlo. Like, I'm saying, like, bro, like, come on. What y'all always mention Flawless was good, my brother was good. Flawless, y'all always mention um these guys, y'all always mention these guys as far as the accolades. Bro, nobody don't give a fuck about them accolades no more. Like, they always mention their accolades. Nobody cares about the accolades anymore. You want to know why? Because that shit dead now, bro. You vacated your 140-pound title last year, and shit, you don't have the title no more. So now you're at 147, which you're not even fighting 147 because you just fought at a fucking catchweight at 144. So I'm trying to understand, why do y'all keep mentioning his accolades when Devin don't even have no fucking title right now? Because that's the only argument that y'all have for Devin Haney? Trying to understand. Like, y'all try to belittle Jamal Charlo, and Jamal Charlo, all he said was just telling Rolly to go ahead and beat Devin in the fight. He ain't say Devin was a bitch. He ain't say he was a hoe or none of that. Said he was soft. He ain't downplay Devin at all. But then the Haneys always do what they do. They see some negative response from somebody that's popular, and they respond emotionally. Always. They be in their feelings. They too emotional. They too sensitive. They always gotta respond to everything. And then you see the Haneys in there talk. You see Devin Haney in the interview recently talking about, Tank be emotional and shit when people be, calling his name and shit. Nigga, y'all, it be you guys, bro. Tank ain't even saying shit right now. He focused for his rematch. He in there training, getting ready for the rematch with Lamont Roach. Y'all always mention Tank name. Y'all always be the ones that be emotional. And this is a prime example of it. Responding to Jamal Charlo in a way when Jamal Charlo didn't even disrespect y'all. Y'all respond to him in a negative way. You know what I mean? And it just looked bad for y'all. It's been bad for y'all. Y'all trying to defend yourself because y'all got guilty conscience because y'all know y'all was ass last Friday night. That's the fucking reason why. Y'all know y'all was ass last Friday night. So that's why y'all over there being emotional about this shit, arguing with any and everybody. Fans on Twitter, fans on Instagram, fans on motherfucking Facebook, fans on YouTube. Y'all arguing with everybody. Literally everybody. Like, and we out here just laughing at y'all motherfuckers as y'all looking sad. You got Bill Haney out here talking about, oh yeah, we sent Jose Ramirez to the hospital. No, y'all didn't, dude. And then you got Robert Garcia coming out and exposing and saying like, no, y'all didn't. It was a whole precaution that they did with every fighter on the card, besides Devin Haney, because he didn't even go and see the motherfucking emergency after. I mean, shit, he didn't have to. He fucking ran for his life all fucking 12 rounds. Because the boy got PTSD from getting his ass whooped from Ryan Garcia. So I'm just saying in general, like it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense for them to sit here and be lying. They continue to lie. They get exposed for lying. Just heard, I ain't get to watch the whole full interview with ES News. Shout out to Ellie Setback and Robert Garcia. They got an interview out here right now talking about they Robert Garcia said that they was getting special privilege for the fight with the water bottle, saying that that Jose Ramirez uh he had specific water bottle that he was drinking out of, and that daggone Devin Haney, they specialized on water bottles. Which I'm gonna have to do a video on that. I just seen it before I just came up here just now for a second. I'm like, hey, boy, shit is nasty work. Nasty work. The Devin Haney, the Haneys don't even understand that this lot, y'all can't control the narrative. Y'all can't control the narrative no more. The pay YouTube channels, that shit ain't working no more. Everybody know y'all shit is flawed over there. They know it's flawed over there. You even got Shane Mosley coming out today. He coming out saying that that the game plan y'all had for the fight, that the way y'all fought last Friday, that wasn't the game plan that him and Nate Jones taught y'all as far as the fight. Said that the corner was chaotic in the corner. Saying there wasn't no structure. Basically saying that Bill Haney had they fought the way Bill Haney wanted Devin to fight last week. Bill Haney basically told this motherfucker, hey, run around this motherfucker, just win. Don't get touched up. And Devin, when you seen him, man, you see certain sequences within the fight. You see the demeanor of him, that he looked scared out there. He looked scared out there. And I'm the one that I give Devin a lot of praise. I was praising him for being a guy that be a technically sound fighter and actually going in there and banging with some of these guys in the past. This was the first real fight I really seen Devin run like this for real. And it was an ugly sight to see because it made me think that you a shot fighter. And then, just over the past few days where, I ain't went live since last Sunday. So I just been absorbing everything about, all the content that's been coming out with boxing over the last few days. Just watching everybody, watching, how everybody, talking about these fights and everything. And is Devin Haney a shot fighter? I don't want to say he's a shot fighter 100% yet. I need to see him in another fight or two before I can call him a shot fighter. And that's just me being a realist. That's me being a realist. Cause hey, maybe he do come up in this next fight and he on point. He in there fighting on the inside and mixing it out on the outside and doing his thing. Maybe he do. But from what I seen, if you gonna run around the ring against a Jose Ramirez, a fucking shot fighter, slow footed, got motherfucking, no, the power is not there, don't have the athletic ability at all to even fight in there, shouldn't have been fighting in there for real, for real. A washed up Jose Ramirez. If you're gonna fight like that against a washed up Jose Ramirez, I can only imagine what you're gonna do against a Boots Ennis or a fucking Brian Norman Jr. or a motherfucking Ryan Garcia in a rematch. You know what I mean? I can only imagine what you're gonna do in these type of fights. Like, you look small fighting at 144. You ain't looking. I mean, like I said, Devin is food at 147, bro. And I'm hearing, I've been was hearing all you Haney fans. I've been seeing y'all in these YouTube chats and shit talking about, oh, Devin gonna step at 147. He wants some title shots and shit. Well, he ain't in no position to get no title shot right now. He can't fight Mario Barrios. Yeah, he is number one in the WBC, but he can't fight Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios tied up fight Manny Pacquiao. Can't fight him. You ain't gonna motherfucking fight Brian Norman Jr. Shit, he busy. He fighting Jen Sasaki in July in Japan. Boots, he got a mandatory begin off. That ain't locked in yet. But I'm hearing, they trying to make Boots and Teofimo possibly happen, which is, I love to see that because I want to see Teofimo get his ass whooped. It's plain and simple. But we know y'all ain't trying to fight Boots. We ain't even heard Devin Haney or Bill Haney mention Boots' name in the last week. Where's the Boots talk from Bill Haney? Where's the Boots talk from Devin Haney? Y'all know Boots is the guy 147. Y'all ain't talking about him. But y'all still tend to mention Tank, and Tank is 2 weight classes below you guys now. Kind of odd to me. Kind of odd. Y'all mention the guy that's at 135, but y'all won't mention the guy that's the top guy at 147 at the weight class that y'all campaigning at. Kind of odd. Scary behavior. Very scary behavior from you guys, man. Just like the fight y'all fought fucking last week. It was bad, scary behavior last week, for sure. For sure. I ain't mentioning Boots' name because y'all know Boots in y'all fucking career. He in y'all career. Y'all know it. That's why y'all won't fight no Boots. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna stay selective in choosing who y'all fight for real. And I don't want to, and I'm hearing the Haney fans out there talking, oh, Devin don't gotta fight Ryan now. Ryan lost to Rolly. That's Rolly's work. That ain't y'all work. The narrative on the Ryan, he only beat us because of Austrian. That shit dead. Nobody gives a fuck about that narrative but y'all. Y'all the only ones that care about that narrative. The rest of the boxing world don't care about that fucking narrative. Honestly, yes, the fight with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney has definitely lost value due to both of their performances. It ain't just Ryan Garcia losing to Rolly Romero. Both of y'all performances was bad to where y'all put the value for the fight bad last week. The value for the fight is down because of both of y'all performances. Yes, Devin, you won, but you had a bad performance. You look bad. Your style of fighting like that last week, nobody don't want to see that shit. That style of fighting is the reason why only one promotional company bid for your fight with Sando Martin last year. The same exact reason. This shit too easy, man. It's too easy to talk about this type of shit. Like, that type of performances, nobody don't want to pay for that. They don't want to pay for that. You don't have the fan base. That's why you're not a draw. That's why you got the Haney's over there sucking turkey up over there because they don't want to be in a position of trying to put on their own fights. What's the point of y'all having Devin Haney promotions when y'all never do y'all own events? Like y'all got fighters under DHP. They don't even fight much for real. Like y'all don't even throw your own events. Like what's the point? But I keep hearing like, oh, we are our own bosses. We are our own boss. No, y'all only looking for a fucking guaranteed bag because y'all don't want to put the work in and try to sell out a venue off of y'all name because y'all know y'all can't do it. That's why y'all didn't take the offer that top ranking Teofimo offered y'all a few months ago. Because y'all didn't want to try to sell pay-per-view. Y'all don't want to have to do the work of selling the fight. Just like the rest of the guys that's B-side fighters with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Just like the rest of them. They all these guys want guaranteed bags, but they don't want to put up the money or they don't want to sell the fights. And that's the product that we got last week because of, they Turkey just fucking spoiling these guys, overpaying these guys. And they saying, Turkey, we don't give a fuck. We got our bag. We gonna fight and go the fuck home. We gonna spend your millions and and have a good time. They don't give a fuck, man. They don't give a fuck. And the crazy part, that's why Turkey is so eager to get Tank Davis. That's why he want Tank Davis bad. That's why he was so eager. He had to pay fucking he had to pay 80 million to Canelo to fight William Skull. You know what I mean? He's that thirsty. And Canelo ain't even getting them paid. Wasn't no sellout crowd last week in Saudi Arabia for the Canelo Skull fight. We know that for a fact. Them Saudi Arabians don't give a damn about boxing out there. They ain't watching them fights. You see them people, they in their phones and shit. Especially at the fights we was seeing last week. They was in their phone. Turkey in his damn phone. He's like, man, what the hell, man? I done lost about 100 million this motherfucking week, man. What the hell? Fucking with these niggas. I lost 200 million. Motherfuckers, Saudi ain't fucking PIF fund fucked up right now. They ain't about to fund. All the fights gonna be in Saudi, man. Turkey's over there sick. He didn't leave his phone. Like, man, it's down bad over here. For real. That's why Turkey is eager that he won't Tank Davis to fight for him. Because none of the fighters that's fighting on his cards, they ain't making him no money. Only time he probably made some money was probably the cars he do in the UK. That's the only time he probably profit. It's probably the cars that he do in the UK. He ain't profiting off the cars in Saudi Arabia. We know that for a fact. We know he ain't profiting in the US. You know what I mean? Like, you have a whole court on Times Square, bro, where the fights was lackluster. The fans, it ain't even no fans for real. You got like 100, 200 people just sitting in there, just watching these guys fighting. And then it look like a televised sparring match. That's what it looked like. Yeah, that's what it exactly looked like. And Devin Haney, Devin, I don't want to hear y'all Haney fans say y'all don't want to fight Ryan Garcia now. I don't want to hear it. Even with the bad performances last week, the rematch even more, in my opinion, need to happen even more. Because we need to see who the best out of them two. Who the best out of them two. We need to see it. For real. Like, we really need to see it. Because it's still questions out on Devin. Devin looked gun shy out there. He looking like Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? He looking like a shy fighter out there. He looks scared. Like, so the question is still out on Devin. Is he 100% back to the real Devin Haney? Because we know that ain't the real Devin Haney that we seen fight last week. Let alone with Ryan Garcia. Questions out on him. What's up with him? Is your focus 100% there in boxing? Or was that just an off night? Is you gun shy? Because you was gun shy after you got knocked down, Ryan, in the second round to Rolly. Didn't throw your fucking hands. And you had a lot of openings. You had a lot of openings where you could have, started with your jab and then set up different combinations, but you didn't even engage at all for real. Which is very surprised because Ryan, that boy be guns blazing in a lot of his fights. And to see Ryan not throw no punches was crazy. It's a lot of questions between both of these guys. And y'all Haney fans, y'all out of pocket for even trying to push Devin away from the fight. This the fight y'all should want. Y'all still got to prove that y'all better than him. Ryan still got the upper hand on Devin. He obviously do shit. Motherfucking Devin had PTSD in the fight last week. So y'all need to be pushing for Garcia, Haney, too. That's what we pushing over here. I'm pushing that fight still. Even with both of them had bad performances. I think even more with the bad performances, they both still need to fight each other. And Turkey should have made the fight happen right away. It goes back to what I've been saying from the beginning. Anyway, I've been asking Haney fans for months, why the hell is they not fighting right now? Why the hell they fighting two other dudes? And this is the shit that happened last week is exactly the reason why I said they should have just fought right away. But no, you know who didn't want the fight right away? The Haneys. They didn't want the fight right away. They wanted to see where Devin was at. And we seen where Devin was at. It ain't look good. So if Devin Haney goes in there and runs from Jose Ramirez, I can only imagine how much he gonna run in the rematch with Ryan Garcia. Which is furthermore to why I said we need to see the rematch. Run the rematch. Turkey, keep that shit going, bro. Yes, the rematch has lost value from last week performances from Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. But hey, fuck it. Hey, Sebastian Fundora, he came off a loss and he ended up beating Tim Tszyu last year. It is what it is. Fuck it. Ryan Garcia, yeah, he lost to Rolly. Throw his ass in there with Devin. Devin damn near lost last week too. Because shit, that win wasn't about shit for real. He lost the fight too. Him and Jose both lost. Both of them lost. Fuck you talking about? Both of them lost. For real. Both of them lost. Like, Devin ain't exempt. For real, they both Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney rematch still needs to go down this year. I prefer it in America, but if you have it in Saudi, hey, it is what it is. I don't care. Run that fight, Turkey. Run them boys back. Run that fight back, man. Shit, for real, honestly, if Turkey was smart, if he was a smart dude, he'll put it on the undercard to um Canelo and Bud if he was smart, if he was a smart guy, but he ain't that damn bright. I know this. He ain't that fucking bright, obviously. Turkey doesn't know how to match make. He don't know how to match make fights. It's been proven. Shit, we just seen it last week. Like, and it's something that caught my eye. These motherfuckers try to say, oh, last week was a all main event card. Last Friday? The autumn fights were supposed to be main event type fights? Where? Come on, B. Are you shitting me? Like you gotta be shitting me right now, bro. Those was not no all main event fights, bro. It was a showcase fights for T.O., showcase fight for Devin, and the only real true 50-50 fight on that card was Rolly and Ryan. And that fight ended up being a bad fight due to Ryan. Shit, Rolly fought. Shit, Ryan didn't want to fight after he got knocked down. I'm just saying in general, though. Hey, Devin Haney fans, don't run from that that rematch. We ain't doing that. I'm gonna call y'all out on it every time. No, y'all gotta see Ryan. And Ryan, you gotta see Devin. Ryan, don't you run away from the rematch too. Ryan, you gotta see Devin, bro. Like the fight, even more to me, makes even more sense that it has to happen now. It has to happen now. What they gonna do? Had them fight two other people before they try to fight the rematch again? To where shit, say Devin fight somebody even tougher than Jose Ramirez. It might he might lose. Who to say Ryan fights his next fight against somebody tough? You know what I mean? Because Ryan, I do salute Ryan Garcia. That motherfucker, he trying to fight. He's literally at a real shit. Out of the five, that five, that fantastic five, you want to say, or you want to say the four kings, the new age four kings. Ryan's the only one that want to fight all the guys for real. Besides Tank, and Tank want to fight them guys, but those other guys don't want to fight him. Tank and Ryan the only ones that want to fight out of the five. Shakur, T.O., Devin, they be all three of them, they be pump faking. Pure pump faking. Pure pump faking. Ryan, I salute Ryan because Ryan really be trying to get out there and fight them guys. So I salute Ryan Garcia for sure, man. Space time. Salute, salute, salute. So and Haney fans, stop talking, and I hate this shit. This goes on it goes on to what I was saying for as the caption, man, the boxing track stars. Haney fans, Devin is not Floyd Mayweather. He's not Floyd Mayweather, dude. He's not. Stop fucking comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. Shakur Stevenson fans, stop fucking comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. Both of these guys is not fucking Floyd Mayweather. Nowhere, no shape or form, not even fucking close. They don't fight like Floyd. They don't fight like him. They don't have the toughness and grit like Floyd. None of that. They defense ain't even sharp as Floyd. They ain't punching it. They're not demonstrating no hit and don't get hit. Because they're not hitting. They ain't hitting shit out there. Floyd was making motherfuckers pay. He'll make you miss and he'll make you pay for real. We don't see that from both of these guys, Devin and Shakur. Both of these guys, they boxing track stars out this motherfucker. They think they Jesse Owens. They think they Usain Bolt out here. Like this ain't that, bro. That era, bro, of boxing, bro, that shit dead, bro. This is not what they're demonstrating is not the sweet science. So to hear boxing fans keep saying, oh, Shakur, Devin, y'all don't know the sweet science. Y'all don't know the sweet science, bro. That sweet science shit dead. We ain't getting the sweet science from them. We're not getting that from them. We getting these guys becoming boxing track stars. Just run. Run. Throw a jab here and there. Oh, we'll throw a motherfucking hook. Oh, run. Run. Jab, run. Run. Jab, run. Hook. Bro, that's all we hear. Then we got these guys on the internet like we saying right now. We get more arguments and Twitter beefs, more social media situations than anything. These guys fucking fighting. Anytime these guys literally getting a person that's responding to them in a negative way, they responding to them, they responding right back. And it takes me into my last motherfucking topic right here tonight with Shakur Stevenson Breakfast Club interview, man. And y'all already know I would have already cooked up a whole video on this already, man. But I wanted to say this for the live for the night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna flow through this shit because this dude Shakur Stevenson, bro. How delusional can you fucking be? I need to understand how delusional can Shakur Stevenson be? because that's all I see from him every time. He the most he's like, I don't know who delusional between the two. I say Devin for sure. Between Devin and Shakur, it's probably it's like Shakur's making it equal damn near at one point right now. Like he's making this shit equal. Like Shakur is too delusional, man. Like let's be honest, the first out the gate, they asked him about his fight with Zepeda. I noticed that he only mentioned Williams Zepeda one damn time in his whole entire interview, and I watched this interview twice. You had a whole fight with Williams Zepeda July 12th coming up in a couple of months, and you only mentioned the fight like once or twice. I give him twice because he's talking about he gonna beat up. He said he's gonna beat up Zepeda, so he's kind of switching his tone. He ain't say he's gonna stop him. He ain't say he's gonna put belt the ass. He said I'm gonna whoop him. I'm gonna beat him up. So he mentions Zepeda only twice in his interview. Just hilarious. Ask him why you want Tank to knock you out. And then he laugh and shit like, oh, he need to fight me then. He need to fight me. Like, you gonna see. And then which is funny though. And then he said, they asked him about Tank and Roach. This whole interview turns into a whole Tank Davis interview from there. Everything getting talked about Tank Davis the whole interview. So we already got Tank. We got Shakur. He on he got a fight. So what he doing? We talk about Tank in every interview. The headliner and caption for every Shakur Stevenson interview up until July 12th will be about Tank Davis. Per usual. Business as usual for Shakur Stevenson. I understand content creators. Like, I understand, like, when y'all interview a guy like Shakur Stevenson, y'all gonna ask him about Tank, you know what I mean? But then stop making y'all whole fucking interview be about Tank. This why, like, and then the Shakur fans, y'all get mad when other content creators, we cover the shit and we have to call out Shakur Stevenson for his lies and contradictions within his interview because we already know he gonna get the line in the interview within the first 5 minutes, which he did in his interview, per usual. Just like he did in the Danger Project interview, which is I got my reaction to that on the channel, and y'all can go back and check that out. Like we cooks up over here. You know what I mean? We cook up over here. I'm just saying in general, man. Like he talks about the Tank and Rose fight. They asked him about that, talking about he won money on the Tank and Rose fight, which is, I'm trying to understand how you win money off the Tank and Rose fight and it was a draw. Trying to understand. I don't know what you bet on there. Kind of iffy to me. And then he believed Roach won, which that's his opinion. Who gives a fuck? It's Shakur opinion. Then he mentions that he don't want Tank to fight the rematch with Lamont Roach. And I wanted to, this is my thing. If you don't want Tank to fight the rematch, then why you fighting damn Williams Zepeda? Why you ain't sign up to fight Tank in the fucking first place when you had the opportunity to fight Tank this past year in 2024? Possibly could have fought him this year, too. But it's Shakur Stevenson, bro. Out of sight, out of mind, man. You know what I'm saying? He only calls out Tank when he got a fight going on. The fight with Padley, Kid Austin, Tank, 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 Tank. Now he got Zepeda. It's gonna be Tank, Tank, Tank the whole time. Like Tank need to fight me. Tank need to fight me. But when Tank is available and you unavailable, when both guys, Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson is available, they never call them out. Shakur never calls out Tank when both guys are available. That is my whole problem with Shakur Stevenson in this circumstance. And all of these guys, even Keyshawn Davis included, Devin Haney included, Tiafimo included, all these guys, they call out Tank when Tank is available. They call out Tank when Tank not available and when they not available. But when they all are available, they never call Tank out. Never. This is the reason why I say I don't give a fuck about y'all call outs. I heard motherfuckers on Knockout Panel talking about, he called, Shakur called Tank out. He called Tank out. I don't give a damn, bro. I give a damn about what happened behind the scenes when niggas them phone calls start flowing through. What we doing about these phone calls that's getting processed? Because PBC and Tank did reach out to Shakur last year for a fight, and Shakur tucked his tail and ran the match room. I'm just saying. And that shit been a shit show since he got over there, the match room. Been a pure shit show. Eddie Hearn has not done nothing for Shakur Stevenson career. He ain't put him on main event at all. And the two fights that he's doing with him, he's promoting Boots in his way more. He's actually trying to make Boots a star. You know what I'm saying? Boots is becoming a star. You know what I'm saying? Because he's main eventing his own events. Shakur, how the fuck he gonna be a superstar and he can't even fucking main event over Edgar Berlanga and Hamza Shiraz in fucking New York, bro? Are you shitting me? Come on, man. Like, let's be real. And then he says, yeah, like I said, he said he don't want Tank to rematch Roach, and he said, but won't make any like and then he says he goes on to mention that Tank be weight draining fighters. Said Tank's resume ain't bad, but he be weight draining fighters. Okay, but in the same instance in his interview, he says Tank is a small guy at 135. So if you say Tank is a small guy, 135, and then you say he be weight draining fighters, then I heard an instance in this same interview that you said that you was a small guy, 135, but then you said you'll move up for the right fight. You even went further to even say that you'll move up to 154 to fight Conor Ben. I'm trying to think right here. All of this shit ain't making sense to me. This is the reason why, Shakur, you don't have guys like me to watch you in these interviews because I write down what you say, then I start putting all this shit together into one, and I'm just thinking like this dude just lied like 3-4 different times in 3-4 sequences, literally within this one interview, and just contradicts yourself. Like you say Tank is a small guy, 135, but then you say he weight draining the fighters. Who did he weight drain? And it goes back to what I was saying about Rolly Romero when he said some of these guys be weight bullies and that they ain't fighting their natural weight classes. A lot of these guys ain't fighting their natural weight classes. Prime example, Ryan Garcia. Prime example, Devin Haney. Look at them two guys. Devin Haney was fighting at 135 his whole damn career. His whole career. Once he only defend, he was undisputed. Only this defended undisputed twice. The first time when he fought Kambosos in the second fight, and the second time fighting Lomachenko. Right after Lomachenko, what he do? Took his big ass up to 140. And you look back in the previous fights, but before, after Lomachenko, well, not even that Lomachenko, since Regis program, because he was calling Regis pro, like Devin was calling all his ops small in the weigh-ins. Like, oh, you small, you small. And his like last 8 fights before the Ryan Garcia fight, the last 8 fights, he was saying every guy was small. Then finally, you fight somebody that's around your age, and you fight somebody that's around your size, and you got your ass whooped. I'm just saying, man, it's real life nasty work. And you finally fight somebody your size, and then you got Ryan Garcia. Look what he did. No, he fights. He's been fighting at 135 his whole career, and then he fights Tank. Has to fight at the catch weight at 136. That's what happened, Shakur. He fought at the catch weight. He fought Ryan Garcia at a fucking catch weight. Ryan Garcia couldn't over rehydrate over 10 pounds. So he couldn't rehydrate over 146 on fight night. And that was the best in shape that we seen Ryan Garcia for real since for real the Tank fight. I think he was in better shape in the Tank fight than he was in the for the Rolly fight, in my opinion. And Ryan was the guy that was fighting 135 his whole career. So he moves up 1 pound and fighting the catch weight. And then what Ryan do in this next fight? He fights Oscar Duarte in this next fight. The fight was supposed to be at 140. That was supposed to be his first fight at 140 pounds. Ends up missing weight to where they renegotiate the weight to where they end up fighting at 143. Then what he do next? Ends up fighting Devin Haney. The fight's supposed to be at 140. Comes in 3 pounds heavy. And the rest is history. God, the man, Ryan Garcia, moved up to 140, didn't even have a fight at 140. He fighting that catchweight 143. So, and then y'all guys had the nerve to sit there and be like, ah, Shakur said Tank be weight draining these dudes. Crucial content, my dog. What's good, my brother? Yeah, they had a nerve to say, oh, Tank be weight draining these dudes. Bro, these dudes is not fighting a natural fucking weight class. Devin shouldn't be fighting at 140. Shit, he just fought at the fucking catch weight at 144. So I mean, I remember all these guys were saying, "Oh, Tank putting catch weights and weight clauses on these guys and all this shit." But then the Devin Haney fans, they was the ones that was crying about fucking Ryan with the extra 3 pounds. Looked like y'all needed to have a weight clause on motherfucking Ryan. Didn't get the job done because y'all business fucked up over there. You know what I mean? We got Bill Haney up here saying he questioned himself, talking about shit. Devin may need a new manager now. It's like the fuck. Like, come on, man. The cook up is too easy for these guys, bro. It's too easy to cook these guys. Like, for real, like there's a lot of fighters out here that's not fighting at their natural weight classes, and I've been saying this for a long ass time, a long ass time. These fighters need to fight around their right weight classes. Only people that was on rehydration clauses from Tank Davis was Mario Barrios, which is a guy when he fought Tank, they fought at 140, and where the fuck Mario Barrios fighting at right now? He fighting at 147. So the seems pretty reasonable to me that he's fighting at 140, that they fought with a rehydration clause in that fight because Mario Barrios, he's bigger than Tank. Tank is a guy that probably Tank could campaign at 130. He could probably fight at 126 if he wanted to, damn near. That's how small Tank is. 135 is his natural weight. That's the weight that he's comfortable with, so he can fight wherever the fuck he want to fight at. If he want to stay at 135, Tank can fight at 135. And the other person that he put a rehydration clause on was Ryan. But that was Ryan being a guy that fought his whole career at 135 and asked the fight at 140. Shit, Tank said, "Oh yeah, we can fight at 140, but no, we ain't gonna fight at 140. I'm gonna give you 1 pound more because you've been fighting at 135 your whole damn career. So you're gonna fight at 136. Can't weigh over 146 on fight night. Reasonable to me. Because what Ryan do, he move up and then he up there weight bullying, at 140. He didn't even campaign at 140 100%. So you can't tell me that, that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? These guys didn't deserve a rehydration clause at the same time because we know these fighters ain't fighting in a fucking natural weight class. Come on, Shakur. Like the whole weight draining shit is bullshit, bro. Bullshit. BVO, my dog, man. Yeah, bro, man. My city, man, Cincinnati, bro. It's crazy out here right now, man. It's real crazy. A lot of shit going out here, man. I get into that another time, though, man. But prayers to my city, man, Cincinnati. There's been some wild shit going on in our city, though, for sure. And then goes on talking. Shakur goes on and talks about Turkey, talking about Turkey don't know the sport well and everything. And then says that he was standing on principle with Turkey. I'm trying to understand how you stand on principle with Turkey by apologizing. You touch your tail to me personally. You expose Turkey. Looks like you spoke of that perfect kush. A little kush for sure tonight. There go Shakur, man. This motherfucker, Shakur, you can't sit there and say that you standing on principle, then you end up apologizing, bro. That's not standing on principle to me. This man Turkey said he wasn't gonna put you on no Riyadh season or Ring magazine events, and then you went and apologized the next day, the very next day you apologize. Like Turkey, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I want to be on Riyadh season. I want to be on Ring magazine. Turkey, I don't give a damn. Put me on the undercard. I don't even gotta be main event. Like that's you. That's you, Shakur. That's you all the way. That's you all the way, bro. Like you touch your tail on that shit. Then he goes on and says that it was a miscommunication between him and Turkey. And then of course he went on there. He did Edgar Berlanga talk about that he should have been main event. Which is I ain't gonna lie. Shakur should be main event for this July 12th card. And that's me being all fair and being all real. Shakur should be main event. Edgar Berlanga and Hamza Siraj should not be main event for this fucking card. Should not. Do I understand why they are main event? Yes, because it's going to be a more exciting fucking fight. Turkey like shit. We already done seen you fight over there in Saudi Arabia. You got booed in Saudi Arabia in my hometown. So you put up an ass fight up there. Now I'll give you a little change. Go ahead, what I'm saying? You got a little name. Go ahead. We're gonna make you the guy that's gonna sell the week for us to fight. But on fight night, you gonna fight as the co-main. Nasty work. That's standing on principle. You standing on principle and you still let Turkey play you cock by having you on the fucking undercard. But having you sell the fight throughout the week as the main event. But that's standing on principle? Fuck out of here, man. Bro, man, fuck out of here. Shakur, this is clown behavior, bro. Like, you ain't standing on no business over there, bro. You all fucking cap over there. But I do agree with him, though. I do agree with him. You know what I'm saying? As far as him being main event, he should be main event. You know what I mean? Edgar Berlanga, of course, he clapped back at him and shit. Edgar Berlanga, I felt like both guys was right in they clapbacks as far as clapping each other. But then right after that, Shakur comes back and apologizes to Edgar, said he worded it wrong. It shouldn't have been worded out like that and everything. You know what I mean? Which was expected from Shakur. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shakur, he want to be friendly and buddy with all these motherfuckers, man. He don't give a damn if y'all ain't even in the same weight class. He want to be friends with everybody. He just a friendly guy, man. Too fucking friendly for me, man. This is boxing, man. There ain't no friends in this fucking industry. This is boxing, man. This is the hurt game. This man want to be brothers with everybody. With just everybody. Okay, so then he goes on saying that Turkey wants the Tank fight, saying that that Tank needs to holler at Turkey to make the fight happen for him and Shakur. Shakur, bro, let me tell you this right now, bro. Let me ask you this. Why would Tank fight with Turkey Al-Sheikh in a fight with you after we just seen you have issues with Turkey Al-Sheikh? You damn near wasn't even about to be fighting for Turkey Al-Sheikh. Now you coming back to the table saying that Tank need to come over to y'all side and talk with Turkey to try to make a fight happen with you? the math ain't mathing, bro. Like my logic ain't is my thought process ain't right now. I'm trying to understand. We just seen Turkey. We see Turkey playing you cop like currently right now in real time, and you asking Tank to come over there to try, make a fight with Turkey when you know Tank don't like Turkey. He ain't fucking with him. He been exposing Turkey, and he's been right the whole time exposing Turkey. He the only one damn near in boxing besides David Benavidez and majority of the guys on PBC that's standing up to fucking Turkey out of sheet. Besides the rest of y'all guys, a lot of y'all over there dick eating. Y'all dick eating over there. Like, Tank ain't, he don't gotta make no moves with no Turkey out of sheik, bro. For real. Like, this man Shakur is fucking that delusional. Like, he don't gotta call you on the phone and to make a fight with you like Earl Spence did with Bud Crawford. You ain't Bud Crawford, dude. You're not him. You don't even have the same accolades. You don't even fight the same way as Bud Crawford. You even have the mindset as Bud Crawford. Yeah, Bud Crawford emotional. You know what I'm saying? So y'all both the same in that sense. You ain't even, but Bud Crawford way more tougher than you. You ain't even tough for real. Shakur soft as for fucking soft patch cookie out here. And then Shakur goes on and says that Tank is small. Mentions he's small again. And then they ask him about Edwin De Los Santos in this situation with him. Well, not even Edwin De Los Santos. He asked about Keyshawn Davis, and he said he wants Keyshawn Davis to beat Edwin De Los Santos. And then mentions that Tank Davis got to fight him before he retires because they was asking him about Tank and fighting Jake Paul, which is that whole Jake Paul narrative. And I'm gonna say this again. Y'all gotta stop this whole Jake Paul shit, bro. Tank was never gonna fight Jake Paul. It's pointless to keep mentioning. It's a false narrative. It's sickening to see y'all keep trying to put this narrative that Tank was gonna fight Jake Paul. He was never gonna fight Jake Paul. So y'all can just end the conversation with that shit, bro. Like it was just pointless of like them talking about it in this specific interview, and then just me hearing y'all talk about it just in general. It gets on my fucking nerves. Like it's pointless to talk about it. And like I said, the one of the interesting things that Shakur said in this interview was the fact that he said that himself is a small 135-pound fighter, but he'll move up for the right fight. And he said he'll even move up to 154 to fight Conor Ben. If you're a small guy at 135, why would you move up literally 4 weight classes to fight Conor Ben? Like Shakur's a fucking retard, bro. He's not the smartest guy. He's not the smartest guy. I see. I know. I see it. He's definitely not the smartest guy. He's not the bright motherfucking cookie in the motherfucking room. He's not. What's saying shit like that? Why would you want to fight Conor Ben at 154, bro? And you're campaigning at 150 at 135. Conor Ben ain't even fighting he's not even at 154. Yeah, he fought Chris Eubank at 160, but he talking about he going back down to 147. This dude Shakur is just ridiculous, bro. Like, where's the logic? And it goes back to what I'm saying, bro. These dudes think they fucking Floyd Mayweather, bro. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, bro. And that's why the title of the thumbnail is the Boxing Trackstars, bro. The Boxing Track Star era that these motherfuckers try to start up with, this shit is dead. The fans don't want to see these guys running around the ring and not throwing no punches back at their ops, man. Nobody want to see that shit no more. It's not accepted right now in this era of boxing. The fans want to see knockouts, knockout sale, blow by blow. We want to see bangers. We want to see brawls. You know what I'm saying? It's boxing, man. You gon' get hit in boxing. These dudes don't want to get hit at all, and they don't even want to throw no shots back. And nobody don't want to pay to see that shit. That's why y'all guys are not draws in the sport of boxing. We want to be entertained, Quick, like you said. We want to be entertained. That shit is not entertainment. It's not. We don't want to spend our hard-earned money on the product that y'all delivering. Y'all thinking y'all Floyd Mayweather when Floyd Mayweather never fought the way that you guys fight. That's just the pure fact of the matter. Floyd has never fought the way you guys fought. Floyd wasn't just turning his back and running around. We've seen that from Devin and SHAKUR in their recent fights where these guys would turn their back and run around the ring. They're turning their back and running around the ring. They're fucking boxing track stars, and this shit is dead, and nobody jacking that shit. Nobody jacking that. Nobody's going to continue to sit here and pay to see SHAKUR pity pat around with these guys. No. It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of money to sit here and watch these guys pity pat around and run around the damn ring. Like, no. Quickly said, I don't watch the fight. I'll listen to KQ Caller, but I'm not watching it, paying or streaming it for free. Facts. Like nobody don't want to pay to see that type of product. These guys becoming boxing track stars. Nobody don't want to pay for that. That's why y'all don't have no fan base. Devin Haney fans, not many of them. SHAKUR Stevenson fans, not many of them. Look at Turkey Al-Sheikh. He put SHAKUR Stevenson on undercards. His first two fights over there with Eddie Hearn. SHAKUR has not made main event at all since he's been with Matchroom Boxing. But you know who been main event over there in Matchroom Boxing? That's black fighter, Boo Sanders. Main evented his first three fights with Matchroom. He's been main event. His own show. We ain't even seen it once for SHAKUR. Because SHAKUR has no fucking value. That's why SHAKUR had, when Turkey almost cut him off, he had Eddie Hearn running around the zone asking if they can get some money to fund the fight. In his backyard, Crucial. Facts, bro. Like, can't even become main event, man. Nobody don't want to pay SHAKUR. Bro, and you better be careful what you say in these interviews leading up. Keep on here slipping up dissing motherfuckers, especially if you diss Turkey, bro. And you burn your bridges with these promoters that go on SHAKUR, bro. You're gonna end up like Devin Haney, because Devin Haney in a fucked up spot right now. He in a fucked up spot. He gotta depend on Turkey to give him a bag. Say Devin loses next fight, it's over. It's over. It's over. You burn your bridges with the promoters, man. You're done. Look at Teofimo. He about to get flushed out this bitch. Top Rank don't give a fuck about Teofimo Lopez. They don't give a fuck about him. He's a waste to them. That's why they was cool with Teofimo fighting last week on the Turkey card. They could take their little promoter fee off the top and don't even got to promote the event. Go ahead and do what you do, T.O. That's how T.O. coming with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general, bro. These guys think they Floyd Mayweather, bro, and they is not no fucking Floyd Mayweather. Like, it really make me want to crawl out my fucking body when I hear these guys compare Devin Haney and SHAKUR Stevenson to Floyd Mayweather. Like, it really irks my nerves to the core. It irks my nerves because these guys, they don't even have the heart like Floyd Mayweather. They don't fight like Floyd Mayweather. They ain't even throwing no punches back like Floyd Mayweather. They defense ain't even like Floyd Mayweather. Like, come on, man. Let's be real. Like, stop comparing SHAKUR Stevenson and Devin Haney to fucking Floyd Mayweather. These guys are boxing track stars, and nobody don't want to see these boxing track stars run around the damn 4-square ring. We don't want to see that shit. I'm not paying for it. I'm not supporting that shit. The fights that we seen last week, I pray that we never see that type of boxing ever again. I don't know. It does no justice for the sport. Y'all are hurting the sport becoming boxing track stars. Y'all hurting the sport. That shit last week hurt the sport. It was money lost last week, and y'all just fine with the shit. Like, fuck it, we move on and do what we do. Like, y'all hurting the sport with that boxing track star shit, bro. That shit dead. Nobody don't want to see that shit. We ain't about to continue to accept y'all had these weak ass performances. Ever since Shakur has been at 135, it's been a shit show. All the Shakur fans, all I hear y'all talk about is Shakur being at 126 and 130, but y'all never want to talk about what he done at 135. Y'all talk about all of these daggone fucking accolades with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Bro, do y'all know boxing is a what have you done for me sport? It's a what have you done for me lately sport. Always has been, always will. Just like Tank Davis. Tank Davis looked like shit in his last fight with Lamont Rose. He got to come back and show us that he that motherfucking guy and show us that he him when he fight that rematch with him. Simple as that. Nothing less. We don't hold no punches back, even on my favorites. Tank, he one of my favorite fighters. I don't hold no punches back on Tank. Not at all. I don't like Tank be doing that tweet and delete shit. I don't like it. I don't like Tank not talking at certain points for real. You know what I mean? I be wanting Tank to speak on certain things. You know what I mean? But I know Tank, he's smart. He think about what he say before he say it. He don't just be getting on these platforms, ended up saying whatever and shit like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Because I guarantee you, you watch any interview that you see for them guys, they gonna get caught in a lie, a contradiction, multiple level. Which is if you watch my shit on CamJNetwork on the channel and watch some of my videos, I got reactions of both of them guys I just named, Devin and Shakur. And if you watch the videos, I caught them in lies and contradiction and all of them. Been doing it for the last 4 years, damn near. For real. And like I said, bro, we're not accepting this style of boxing anymore. It's not accepted up here for boxing, bro. This is a gentleman's sport. It is mano y mano. It's a gentleman's sport. Yeah, you kick, y'all beat each other ass. Y'all shake hands at the end of the night. You go home. You get your check. You go home. It's a gentleman's sport. This boxing track store shit is not gentleman like. You get the respect if you going in there and you fighting with your op. You don't get no respect by running around the ring. It ain't no respect and honor in that. It ain't no respect and honor in being a boxing track star. I'm telling you, bro. Like that boxing track star era shit is dead. That era's dead. And motherfuckers ain't flying for that shit anymore, man. Real talk, man. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. The boxing track star era is over with. We don't want to see that shit no more, and we ain't accepting it, man. And I'll be live tomorrow, man. It's been great, man. Appreciate Quee, appreciate crucial content, all things Jag Queen boxing. You know what I mean? It's been a good one, man. I'm gonna hop off here for sure. I'm gonna be on here tomorrow with predictions for the two fight cards. I'm gonna get my boy Doobie to come on here tomorrow, so I'll let y'all know. Just check on the community. I'm gonna let y'all know what time I go live with the predictions tomorrow. It'll be in the afternoon. probably between the 12 and 2 p.m. range, probably between that range. So I'll let y'all know. And I got some more topics to cook up on for sure. So salute to y'all. Hey, check out my boys, Angry White Man Boxing Podcast. They about to be live right now at 10:45. So tap in with my brothers over there. Salute to y'all. For sure. We out.